Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and dang, look at this thing's dumpy, bro. Oh my god, it's freaking huge. This is a legendary camo for the Ag Panther too, and it's an actual legendary camo that's in the game. You could have bought this during the Blacksmith Forge event that just left. I assume at some point Wargaming will release this camo again. I'm a little bummed that Wargaming has not released the Battle Pass camos yet. Every single month, they have a Battle Pass camo for a Tier 8 tech tree. They had one for the Borsig, they've had plenty of Tier 8s, and some of them are really cool. And I'd like to get some of them, but I don't want to have to spend $7 every single Battle Pass to pick them up. So if Wargaming made them 1,200 gold, sure, I don't mind spending $10 worth of gold and buying a bunch of cool camos for Tier 8s and Tier 9s, but yeah, I don't know why they only make them available in the Battle Pass and then never again. We'll have to see what happens in the future. But this here is the Ag Panther 2, and as we can see, this camo is pretty dang sick. I think we can all agree on that. It's got that big old dumpy on the back. It's weird that Wargaming makes like all the tank destroyers have some sort of construction theme. The ISU has a construction theme, the Ag Panther now, the Semovente Contra Caro 64. I don't know, it's a little weird. Either way. Enemy team is two mediums. They have a T-49 and a T-34-2. And we'll see what we can do. The Ag Panther 2 is actually a really nice tank. It has great mobility. It's got really good DPM and pretty good accuracy because of its 460 alpha. And hopefully I'm going to be able to showcase that here. No, not yet. STG new TD. Well, the STG moved up, so technically, okay. And we're blind fired. We love that. Well, oh well. There's not much else to say, but I can aim it on the T-34-2 and get our first penetrating shell for 475 damage. You can see where this thing hits really hard. It's a nice chunker of alpha. Now, judging that we got blind fired, I'll do the exact same thing and take a shot back. I don't know if we penned anybody, but it doesn't hurt. Okay. Yeah, I guess my hull is sticking out just a slight bit more than I wanted. Something about this tank to know is that it has very, very poor armor, on the upper plate at least. Its superstructure is very good, but the hull armor is not so good, so you got to be a little careful about that. Hoping that our M4190 gets some spots out. We do have that Hellcat, which just lost 407 health. Well, that player's out of the game. Oh no, you got me good, Charlemagne. You can, by the way, see the camouflage on this tank is not great. The fact that we got spotted that far away from that Super Hellcat is pretty sad. It's definitely not something you'd want to, boast about. It's got 65% camo, which definitely isn't the best. It's not awful, but it's not great either. Well, I'm going to move up. You'll notice this tank is very mobile. It achieves a top speed of 52 kilometers per hour, and you can see that right here. I mean, this thing has great levels of speed, which is super nice. It means that we can get in the position very quickly. We can try and help out the M4 Yo, for example, because that Yo does not have enough damage to clear the enemy FE-201, so I'm not really sure why the Yo is making this play, but I'm going to help him out. We're going to put on my tungsten and get a 510 shot. It's a little surprising that the FE is going to tunnel me over the Yo, who decided to YOLO him, but that's fine. We're going to reload in just a moment and get the clearing shot for 19. Alright, not too bad. Let's reload. Oh, there you go. We got the enemy WZ in front, and, nah. Unfortunately, his plate became angled there at the last second, and I couldn't pen it, but that's fine. We're going to reload. We're going to aim it on the WZ, and this time we don't bounce, dealing 473 damage, and I have enough health to easily take a shot from this player, so we're just going to poke, we're going to aim in, and get the clearing shell, and all that's left is the enemy Charlemagne. We got 3 seconds left on our reload, and you're going to see where this thing's high explosive alpha is really nasty. 584 damage into the rear of that Charlemagne. And there you go, pretty good game for the Ag Panther 2. You can definitely see why I like this thing a lot. It's got mobility, it's got DPM, it's got tungsten. When you pair all these things together, it allows the Ag Panther to get out super easy victories and a lot of damage in the process. So, that game we did alright, 2,600 damage. We most likely finished top in the team. Indeed we did. I actually like this tank a lot more than the Scorpion. If we take a look at the gun, we can see it's got 2,807 damage per minute. And if we look at the Scorpion G, well, the Scorpion, with the exact same equipment loadout, is 2,600 DPM. Now sure, the Ag Panther is a little less accurate, but the Ag Panther also has non-HEable armor. The Ag Panther has arguably better mobility due to its power weight, And it has much better DPM paired with tungsten. I mean, that's crazy. So, yeah, I kind of find the Panther 2 to be a lot better than the Scorpion G. Now, that's not to say the Scorpion doesn't have moments when it's great, right? It's got a super accurate gun, which allows it to stay all the way in the back and use that accuracy to bleed players. But the Panther trades some of that accuracy for the tungsten, for the increased DPM. It still has good accuracy, and it's got way better armor and mobility in my eyes. So I don't really know why anybody would want the Scorpion when the Panther 2 exists, especially when this tank is free and the Scorpion costs money. But we'll see what we can do. You know, even with this tank with not having a turret, because its traverse speed is so incredibly good, it's not even really that big of a downside. The camo for the IS is pretty sick, by the way. Alright, let's move up here, and we'll see what we can do. We're already up to 30 plus kilometers per hour. You can see the power to weight on this tank is really nice. We're already going up there to 40 kilometers per hour now. We're going to try and make our way into this bush in front of me. This is a really, really good early game position to catch the enemy off guard at. So we're going to move all the way over here, and if something tries to roll around the corner, we should have a pretty free shot at both this position and this position. So we'll see if something does roll the corner. Well, at this point, because our KV-5 is playing so aggressive, I'm not too worried about it. Let's move over here. We got the VZ-44-1, and I do have to be a little careful, because that's why right there, we're going to get a nice pen into the FE, put on our tungsten, and let's see if we can get another shot into that player. Pushing, pushing. Oh, you want to go, VZ? Alright, there goes 495, and that player is taken out of the game. Alright, well, we got the FV in front of me, so we're going to aim it on that player. 3, 2, 1, boom. Can you see how this thing's DPM is crazy? I mean, look at that. We've literally already cleared a huge chunk of the enemy team. Now, I do have the K2 on the side, but I just used my mobility, and we're totally fine. We're already up to 1,500 damage in this battle. I mean, that alone is crazy when you actually take a second and think about it. We have the IS-5 in front of me. And the other funny thing about this tank... Ooh, look at that, right into that hatch. That was a nasty shot. What I was going to say is the other crazy thing about this tank is that it actually has really good superstructure armor. So it's not like it's just an incredibly easy pen. Now, the K2 probably will cut through me, but we get the K2 back for a lot harder. Oh, the ISU tries, or the SU tries hitting me. Let's just aim it on the SU very briefly. Aiming, aiming, and bonk. There you go. We do get hit, but it's not that big of a deal. The enemy team's already pretty cooked at this point. I do have to be careful, though, because that K2 still exists, and that's a pretty dangerous tank. I'd say we're unspotted at this point, so let's poke. Aiming, aiming, and boom, there you go. 397, we back up, and we reload again. Oh my god, that player got blasted. Alright, reloading. 3, 2, 1, boom. Alright, well, we're over 3,000 damage already. And, again, this is just such a good example of the damage per minute this thing has. I mean, we did 1,500 right in the beginning of the battle, and then we just used our hit points to trade for the rest. And there's still one tank left, which is the Basilisk. And because we have so much mobility that you can see us using right here, we are by far the fastest player on our team, and hopefully we're going to be able to catch this Basilisk off guard. So we're going to put on Tungsten so we cannot low roll, and then we're just going to roll around the corner and get a 450 clear. Just like that, 3,670 damage. So yeah, the Panther 2 in general is a really nice tank, and I'm glad that Wargaming gave it this camo, because now I get to make a fun video on it. Let's see, I don't think we aced it or anything special, no, but we did get a first class, which is pretty good. We still earned a 73,000 credit coefficient, so yeah, this tank's great. I do think that you should try it out, and if you don't believe me, you can see I've played it for 8 games, and I'm averaging 3K, so it's surprisingly fun. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.